New player on the featured table, but a lot of talk about the best young Irish player. You can talk all you want. You're not going to convince me otherwise. This is the best young up-and-coming player in Ireland, although he's already arrived. Owen O.D.
Fold.
Oh.
Folded around to Mankowski, and this is well above what he needs to take on anything.
Yeah,
at
this is a good
table.
spot for Tyler Mankowski because he's in the hijack seat, which means that he's getting into kind of middle late position on an 8-handed table. It's going to look like he's nicking. He's playing in the blinds of Sophia Lovegren. It's her big blind. She may be perceived as the tightest player on the table, apart from Ken Doherty. And people might think that this is a standard nicking spot. People like Ed Roycroft, Eli Heath and Owen O'D might feel that if they ship the whole lot in, they can get him to lay it down. Eli Heath would be my favourite to go for that. He's got half a hand, and he's got just the right kind of stack to make a trashy hand lay down. But he's not tempted. Didn't seem even... I thought he might pass that hand, but I thought he might think about it for a long time.
5,800.
And it looks like Tyler's going to get one through.
And Sophia Loren is having a bit of a thing-song here. It's a lovely thought. Her timing is going to be off, but what a lovely thought this is going to be. Don't push me around. I've got a big stack now. And you got to love this move, Neil. She's got some backbone here. I mean, and Mankowski, after he saw the way she played those jacks, he's not in love with Ace King anymore, is he?
I think he's got to think that he's got the best hand.
Are you sure?
It's definitely a good spot to re-raise. He's definitely the kind of guy that's going to be at it, and he definitely has an awkward stack size to defend against this kind of thing. If he re-raises now, he's going to have to make it something in the region of 38,000. I think that's the amount that I think more of an internet-y player, an internet MTT player might be looking to make this 36,000. He's probably going to make it 42,000. I'm certain he's going to 4-bet here, though.
Are you sure? I really wonder. I mean, I think from what he's seen, him shoving here or re-raising.
Well, what he is doing if he 4-bets is he's turning his hand into a bluff effectively, because when he 4-bets, if she 5-bet shoves, he definitely folds. She's probably not going to 5-bet shove, but he doesn't know that. And really, when he does raise here, and I'm pretty sure he will, he's basically turning his hand into a bluff. And turning your premium hands into a bluff is generally speaking an error. And that might be what makes him fold the hand.
I don't think he is. I think he might want to call, but I don't think he's ever raising here. This is really interesting, isn't it?
It certainly is. Calling in position, not such a terrible thing. Could do that. Not a big risky thing to do. Have a look at a flop. You never know. But I think at this stage of the tournament, you want to find out where you are. You want to, play the pot decisively one way or the other. I think 42,000 is his bet.
From what he's seen today, in this tournament, he's watched Sophia Loren, Lovegren. He might think he's looking at one of 3 hands. She has changed gears. She's an animal. Isn't there an argument that things have been going so well for Tyler?
Here comes the 42,000, Jesse.
Wow. Wow.
He's gone for the 39,000, Jesse, it looks like.
And okay,
she made a very good move, actually. It was a good try. It just didn't work. If she 5-bets all in, I quit.
Oh. No, and I mean, she's feeling like, oh, she's made a mistake here, but anything but Ace King or better, and Mankowski was going to have a lot of trouble making that
You're
move.
absolutely right. It was a very good move by her. She had the table image for it. He just happened to have the hand.
And Mankowski chip later at this table. Patty Hicks, though, starting to make some noise on the outer limits. And
there's Pete the Multiplier Murphy sitting there.
Yeah, there's some great names still in this tournament, but I mean, Paddy Hicks, look at the rail behind Paddy Hicks. He's got half a Dublin out here supporting him.
Yeah, he must have a lot of backers, I would think.
There won't be a dry eye in the house if Paddy Hicks gets heads up with Tyler Mankowski and owns him. One player until the bubble. This is it. This is scary. This is tense. This is action. Wow, is he going to stand between Doherty and this pot? Looks like he plans to.
Call.
Does he know respect for greatness?
2 players.
And this is going to be a spot where we're going to see exactly what Doherty has in mind. He's only
this is a good flop for both of them, really. They're both going to think, you know, if you're Declan Connolly and you defend with a pair, and it comes a pair on the board, there's basically only 2 cards your opponent can hit, a jack or a 6, for you to be in trouble, is what you're thinking, unless he had a bigger pair than you to start with.
Yeah, but well, he knows that Doherty is a little bit, you know, been a little bit conservative. I mean...
Yeah, but the thing is, with your stack here, if you're Declan Connolly, you've only got 60,000. You can't really hedge your bets and call, because what you're going to do, you start calling on 2 or 3 streets here, you're suddenly putting a third of your chips in. It's pretty damned awkward spot, this, for Declan Connolly. I mean, you could go all in, but and if you do that, you do pick up a few chips. You're going to pick up 24,000 if you're right, and obviously we can see that he is right if he does that. But if you call 9,000, well, that's desperately weak. You're going to have to check on the turn, and unless a 4 comes, you're really in trouble. And you can be counterfeited. A 6 could turn up.
Oh.
I think it's the best thing. Just throw the hand away. You know, you had a little go at trying to flop a set. You had a little go at trying to get there. It was a cheap look at a flop. Give up. Yeah, that's quite reasonable, and fair play by Ken as well.
I've been very lucky. I played well, no, but I've been very lucky. I thought I got kings against ace king. I doubled up.
Well, it is getting heated up in here, Neil. The players have just come back from a short break. You heard Liam Flood there. He's got a big stack, and wouldn't he love to win this tournament? He's never won a big NTT like this, and looks like an all-in over on the table here.
Okay, we have lost a player.
Well, the bubble has broken for sure, Neil. It looks like it was this young fella in pink who knew he was in trouble. One sad story, but 72 happy people right now, Neil.
Yeah, I mean, 3 or 4 who are particularly happy because they were really facing the prospect of being the one out. Quite a few people jumping on chairs and tables at this moment.
Kept me waiting for a while, and I looked for a position where I could get my last chips in the middle, but didn't seem to come.
Playing poker to me is being in heaven. I just love the game, that's it. I'm happy enough. When you're getting a few bob, you're happy.
And Sophia has,
Raised to 8,200.
I think, started to instill fear and respect around this table in equal measures.
Well, let's have a look how much fear and respect she gets from Ken Doherty. He has the perfect 3-bet shove stack. He should be prepared to put it all in with this hand. It plays well against an opening raiser's range, even if they raise under the gun. We are on a 7-handed table.
You get the feeling, Neil, Ken is like, he's having so much fun that he doesn't want to put all his chips in.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to get knocked out. He knows, though, he must know. He plays enough poker to know that calling is a bad play here and folding is and he has called. He's got position. That's the only good thing you can really say about calling in this spot. If you do raise here, you look at the kind of range of hands. Oftentimes you're up against a raggy ace who just passes. If you're up against an ace that calls, it has to be ace queen or ace king for you to be in real trouble. And you've got a king and a queen in your hand, so the chances of those hands being out there is lessened.
I mean, Neil, maybe there's a reason to call if you think that Sophia's sometimes going to miss the flop and check, but she hasn't really shown that. Oh, God.
Oh, well, this, you know, Ken Doherty maybe called, as you said, because he was enjoying being here. I don't think he's going to enjoy it too much longer. She's flopped the straight. He's flopped top pair and a gut shot straight draw. It's just an unfortunate cold deck situation. But I think when he goes and watches this one again and tells a couple of people how unlucky he was, they might say to him that he should have moved in pre-flop. We don't know. Maybe Sophia might have called him with the King Jack, but I suspect she'd have let him have it, and he could have moved on with another kind of 10,000 in his stack.
Not out yet. Actually, several wins and a couple ties here.
Yeah, he's got a few outs, and as you say, he's got some ties, and he doesn't make it. She improves to make the Broadway straight, and poor old Ken Doherty, we lose.
Had a great run in this tournament. Tough to send the ball down that rail. Tougher to outrun a straight. And $4 grand.
So we're in the money. Well, at least the players are. Join us again next time for more PaddyPowerPoker.com Irish Open action with some of the world's finest players.